Imagine unifying an entire country for the first time in history, then destroying its past. This is the story of Qin Shi Huang, China's first emperor, a man who built roads, laws, and armies, but also ordered the burning of books and the silencing of scholars. This is not a myth. It's recorded history, and its consequences are still debated today. Before Qin Shi Huang, China was not one nation. It was divided into warring states, constantly fighting for power. Each state had its own laws, its own currency, its own philosophies, Confucianism, legalism, Taoism. Ideas competed just like armies. This chaos lasted over 200 years. Then one kingdom began to win. In 221 BC, the state of Qin conquered all rivals. Its king declared himself Qin Shi Huang, first emperor of China. He didn't just rule, he restructured society. He standardized writing, currency, weights and measures, laws. For the first time, China became one system. But unity came at a price. Qin Shi Huang believed chaos was caused by independent thinking. Scholars criticized his rule by quoting the past, especially Confucian scholars, who promoted morality over strict law. To Qin Shi Huang, history itself became a threat. In 213 BC, he issued a decree. All historical and philosophical books must be destroyed. Only texts on agriculture, medicine, divination were allowed. Everything else burned. This wasn't random violence. It was state-controlled censorship. Officials went house to house. Forbidden texts were seized. Public burnings followed. Some scholars resisted. According to later records, hundreds were punished, possibly executed or exiled. The goal wasn't ignorance. It was control of memory. If people couldn't remember the past, they couldn't compare it to the present. Important truth, Qin Shi Huang was not evil for fun. He believed order was more important than debate, unity was worth sacrifice, stability justified control, and in the short term, it worked. China remained unified, but fear doesn't create loyalty. After Qin Shi Huang's death, his dynasty collapsed within 4 years. Rebellions exploded. When later dynasties rose, they tried to recover what was lost, but countless texts were gone forever. Entire schools of thought erased. China survived, but history was scarred. Qin Shi Huang unified China. He built the foundations of an empire. But by burning history, he proved one thing. You can conquer land with force, but ideas always return. Subscribe for real history.